Hey, Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. What's up? Is a culture detective here investigating your favorite albums. And and today I'm going to be doing an album review on the new Anohni and the Johnsons album, My Back Was a Bridge for You to Cross. So, born in British, now based in New York, artist as well as band Anohni and her band The Johnsons, coming together as Anohni and The Johnsons, is back with a new album. This camera framing is just not satisfying at all. I don't know what's going on. Okay. And of course, every time I film, my roommate has to be outside making noise. And every time I turn off the camera, they don't. So, anyways, born in the UK, now based in New York, Anohni and her band, The Johnsons, coming together once again, after a bit of her solo work, we have a new album from them. And as expected from Anohni's previous solo work, as well as the album cover, you can already tell that this album is very much a socio-politically conscious LGBTQ plus themed album, with a lot of lyrics dealing with the politics and the emotional side of being in the LGBTQ community in the US of A, as well as the rest of the world, I guess. So, yeah, this is actually a really beautiful album, and I think instrumentally and lyrically very gorgeous and poetic, and it really stands out as one of the highlights of the year so far. The album opener, It Must Change, is a really soulful opener with crooning vocals, easygoing drums and guitars, and then you get these beautiful swelling horns and strings. It's a really, really smooth opener. That is followed with something that sounds like the complete opposite. The track "Go Ahead" is a 1 minute and 30 second. I don't know why I wrote 1 hour and 30 minute interlude with smoky screaming guitars, and while lyrically it really gets through. Essentially, Anohni sings about the hatred that she has to face and the people like her has to face, and her screaming and shouting really went through and got the message across. It's just that instrumentally, it just didn't last an impact on me. It just doesn't. It just feels like an improv. But the rest of the album is pretty fantastic. We have "Sliver of Ice," which sounds like a Sufjan Stevens ballad, but with a spacier and more organic edge to it, with the simple, sad guitars. The whole track is really lovely and endearing, and the lyrics leave a lot to be interpreted. It's about love, but also it's about something grander than that. And then following that, we have the track Can't, which is lyrically about longing and missing a friend, which again leaves a lot to be interpreted. And instrumentally, there's something so simplistic and organic about the track that really lets the emotions shine through, which I really, really like. And following that, we have Scapegoat, which is much spacier and softer, but then towards the end, you get these walls of distorted electronic guitars that overpower literally everything else. And you get lyrics like "You're so killable," "I can use you as a toilet," "I can punch you if I want," "Take all of my hate." And lyrically, it's obvious what it's trying to say, and instrumentally, it pairs with the lyrics really, really well. Following that, we have "It's My Fault," which is a summery guitar ballad that is intimate and sad. It has some really beautiful, nice harmonies, and lyrically, she sings about how it's my fault I broke the earth, um, which again, it's about dealing with the blame, dealing with the hate and the accusations, and that theme sort of continues throughout the next few tracks. The track Rest, for example, easily hands down my favorite track on the entire album. You get these cinematic guitar layers in six time signature, six eight time signature, and then the very strong vocals. It's also theatrical and dramatic, and then you get the lyrics, which are some of the most poetic on the entire album. I really love the lines: "Rest like the soft light of Mercury, rest like your hunger is the victory." Then the track "There Wasn't Enough" is kind of like an intimate lullaby with similar lyrical themes. It's just that at 5 minutes, the whole track kind of stagnate for me. Um, But the album ends off quite strongly with Why Am I Alive Now, which is a lot peppier with hand drums and shuffly hi hats, icy keyboards. It's really dreamy and sweet, especially with the string sections at the end. I do think the track needs a bit of a resolve, but overall it is a gorgeous, very much needed, bit of a almost psychedelic moment in the album before it truly ends off with the track You Be Free, which is a quiet ending to the album, a guitar ballad that brings resolve thematically, brings hope. And I think overall this is a gorgeous album, gorgeously put together with some of the best lyrics and instrumentals so far this year. I'm giving the new Anohni and the Johnsons album a strong 8 out of 10. So, have you listened to the new Anohni album? Comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching.